Hey everybody, what's going on? Jimmyispromo here, back again with another awesome video. And in today's video, we're going to put to the test the WhiteStone Dome Glass screen protection for the Galaxy S10 Plus. Now, the reason why I say putting it to the test is because I've been seeing a lot of articles and reports and many people stating that when you use a tempered glass, it does not work on the Galaxy S10 series in terms of the S10 and the S10 Plus because of the ultrasonic fingerprint reader. Now, the ultrasonic fingerprint reader is brand new to the S10 series. It uses sound waves to unlock your device. It's super accurate, it's fast, and really secure. Now, one of the issues when you use a protection on your screen is that number one, it could be lifting away far enough away from the fingerprint reader itself or the scanner. Now, I want to put to the test to see if it works, and also one of the things that I think some of the other articles or reviewers did not do was re-register their finger after they placed on the tempered glass. Now, the other issue that you could run into is the oleophobic coating, if it's there or not. Oleophobic is a way that it's a coating on tempered glass that basically takes away fingerprints and smudge, which again will probably make the screen a little dirty, making it a little hard for the sound waves to reach pretty much all the curvatures and also the lines of your fingerprints. So in today's video, we will be putting to the test to see if the fingerprint does register and work on the Galaxy S10 Plus with the WhiteStone Dome Glass installed. Also, we will be going with the regular touch sensitivity, making sure that everything works around the device, not only just the fingerprint reader, as well as going through a few different cases. So we'll throw on a case from Tech21, also a case from Incipio, and then a case from Casemate to make sure that it's also case friendly, along with having the touch sensitivity and also working with the fingerprint reader. So first off, I will be leaving the fingerprint already that is registered on there the exact same, just to see if it does work. And then right after that, I'll basically probably take it off, re-register the thumb, and then we should be good to go. Now, there is one little tip that WhiteStone Dome Glass also tweeted at me, making sure that when you do use the WhiteStone Dome Glass screen protection, make sure that you leave the UV light on there, curing it just a little bit longer than normal. So this way it is tighter and stronger right next to the screen, so this way there is no lift or give or anything else. But because this one is a fully adhesed screen, you should have no problems. Now, in this video, I will not be doing the installation process. If you'd like to check out the installation of WhiteStone Dome Glass, right above up over here will be a link. You can tap on that, you can watch that video. It's for the Galaxy Note 9. It's the exact same process. Also, in today's video, I will not be scratching it, just because I love WhiteStone Dome Glass and I don't want to wreck another one. I know that they don't skimp out on the scratch resistance portion of it, so it actually does a really good job with scratch resistance. If you take a pebble or a rock, it'll scratch it. But other than that, let's go right over into this test. I'm going to install this, and let's check out and make sure that the ultrasonic fingerprint works, as well as touch sensitivity everywhere else, and also the cases. So first, let's get a close-up of the tempered glass screen protector. You can see that the cutout of the cameras did a fantastic job, and also the small little indent of where that small speaker grill is. It does go edge to edge along that infinity display. It does go from the very top to the very bottom. Everything is actually protected with your front-facing glass here, which originally, when you first get your phone for the Galaxy S10 and the S10 Plus, it does come with a small little plastic film on the top to give it a little bit of protection. I noticed that after 2 days, I had a couple little small scratches, and so I was able to take that off and replace it with this WhiteStone Dome Glass. Again, if you are interested in this glass, I will be going through more of the tests, making sure everything is compatible and working. But if you are interested, I will be placing the links below the video that you guys can simply click on. It will take you directly over to the glass for the Galaxy S10 Plus, the S10, as well as the Galaxy S10e. So now let's go in and let's do the touch sensitivity. The best way to test the touch sensitivity was going inside of the Samsung diagnostic screen, which I got inside of there by going with the *#0* on the Samsung dialing pad. And then we go inside of the touch test. Now, this is a really bright white screen. The camera's not really able to pick it up, but pretty much what I'm doing here is I'm running my finger across this little rectangle that's going around the screen. And there's also a X that goes through the very middle. Now, this is just testing, making sure that your phone and your screen, your finger, everything is just working properly. And everything that I am touching, I'm not even pressing hard. So this one is definitely passing with flying colors. Now outside of that, just going through the rest of the phone, I'm going to the very top, changing the brightness. Everything has been working perfectly fine, even the edge screen, so there is no issues with the very edge of this screen protector. So the touch sensitivity definitely passed with flying colors. Test number 2 is going with the case friendliness. Now I have several different cases that I will be throwing on there, making sure that it fits properly. But I will tell you, from the years past and all the phones past and all the reviews past of WhiteStone Dome Glass, there is no issue with any case that you ever use. So you might be writing a comment below the video, hey, does it work with this case? Does it work with this case? The answer will always be yes, based on the past experiences. So the first one we will be testing is one from Casemate. Now this is the one that you guys have been seeing on my phone in all the past videos, and so I love this case. It actually feels really good. All of the buttons are very clicky. I also love the fact that I'm able to see the color on the back of my device as well too. So this has been pretty much my go-to case that I have been using so far. Now this one is definitely working pretty good. There is no issues. It's not rubbing up against the screen protector or anything on the very edge. This one gives all the protection that it needs to do without giving any type of bother, other than the only thing it's supposed to do, which is to give you protection. Now we will be throwing on Incipio. This is another one that I do love of theirs. This is their Dual Pro. Now if any of these I do find on Amazon, I will be placing a link below the video directing you to these, but more than likely, probably the best way to do it is go to casemate.com or go to incipio.com, tech21.com to find the cases. Now the reason why I wanted to use this one to also throw along the side is because out of all of these cases that I am using today, this is the one that goes over the screen the most. So you can see that these lips on the bottom and the top is going quite far past the phone itself, along with these edges. So this is the most lifted case that I have. And again, I'm looking at it pretty closely, not giving any issues with the screen protector. The buttons are pretty clicky, so this one does have a little bit harder of a press versus the Casemate that I just got done using. But this one's just a little bit more thicker, giving you a little bit more protection. So no issue here. And then we're gonna test one more case. This one's from Tech21, and then we will be going into the fingerprint reader test. So with this one, you know what? This one's the Galaxy S10e. Just give me 1 second. All right, so here is the case for the Galaxy S10 Plus, but one thing I do want to show you is that when you do look at some of the cases for the Galaxy S10e, you'll see that it's a huge cutout right here, and that's just because the power button does have that capacitive fingerprint reader there instead of inside of the screen. Now let's put on this case, the Tech21. This is the one that I usually use. So in most of my videos in the past, everything is basically Tech21 Evo Check. These ones are actually my favorite cases that I love to use. The back of this one, you know, it is a black case, so if you do have a black Galaxy S10 or S10 Plus, it'll look pretty fantastic. But this one, again, giving no issues. And then I guess to give kind of a little bit of a teaser of what's going on with the fingerprint reader, how about we just give this thing a little bit of a touch? No issues there. The only thing I do have to say is that I was pressing just a little bit harder than normal. Now let's go into the full test of the ultrasonic fingerprint reader. So now for the topic at hand, let's test the ultrasonic fingerprint reader. So first off, I'm gonna go on there, I'm gonna go as light as I can, kind of doing a small little press. It worked on the third try. Now let's see if I go in there and I press it just a little bit harder. So because there is a tempered glass on the top, if you push just a little bit harder, it will work. Now the other thing I do also want to test is going through the settings. Underneath the display settings, if you scroll down, you'll see the option for touch sensitivity. Now it was already on, but honestly between the touch sensitivity on or off, I noticed that there was no difference when it came down to the fingerprint reading as well as the touching of the screen. Now, as I said from before, WhiteStone Dome Glass, there really is no issues with touch sensitivity. There also is no issues with case friendliness. Because this one is fully adhered to the screen, it does a fantastic job with pretty much everything, which is the reason why I love and personally only use WhiteStone Dome Glass. Now let's go through the settings and update my fingerprint biometrics. So if we go through the settings, go down to biometrics and security. Underneath fingerprints, let's type in that really bad passcode that you shouldn't use. And then now for this right fingerprints, I'm gonna go through there and remove it. Let's go back to add fingerprint, and then now we will go through and scan the fingerprint again. So as we go through, I'm not seeing any issues with actually setting up the process itself. Usually what I do is I also do turn the phone as well, getting all the different areas of how I would be possibly unlocking my phone, even if it was upside down. So all of these takes, or these little, place it on and place it off, these are pretty much scans of the thumb. So when you go through and you have that option of using the faster recognition, it would be using less of those scans to unlock your phone, going just a little bit faster. So fingerprint one, I always go through here, change it back to right. So now that we reset it back up, now let's go back through and see how it works. Pretty much it's almost the exact same as before, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna press down, pretty light and pretty quick. So it does pick it up. It's not 100% of the time like it was before without the screen protector, but it works. You might have to press down just a little bit harder than before, but the thing is that there really is no other tempered glass out there that will work with the ultrasonic fingerprint, and then the only reason is because this one is fully cured to the screen. It is locked down super tight with very minimal air gap or distance between the scanner and your thumb itself. Also, let's do it from the black screen here. So it works from the black screen as well. I'm gonna say that there really is no issues, because it does actually work. The only thing is that you might just need to put just a little bit more pressure than before. But like I said from before, or I haven't said, but it's not that much of a harder pressure. You barely minimally have to press onto it. Let's go with that little tap. So let's go with like the fast way of actually unlocking it, which was the last video I made, other than touching on it really fast. So this right here looks like it's doing a fantastic job. You can see that the response time is good. I think this is doing a fantastic job. Once you reset up your fingerprint, which is one of the things it does say to do, you might as well just do it. So if you go extremely light within the touch of the ultrasonic fingerprint reader, it's not going to pick it up. But sometimes if you go super light and super fast without the screen protector, it probably wouldn't pick it up either. So again, if you guys are interested in this tempered glass, go below the video. I'll have a link for all three of your Galaxy S10 options. Also, if you would like to check out the installation of putting on WhiteStone, I'll place a link below the video. You can click on that. It's actually for the Galaxy Note 9, but it's the exact same steps. I won't be going through and scratching this thing. It does a really good job at keeping your phone protected. The front of the Galaxy S10s have Corning Gorilla Glass 6, so they're already also getting stronger as well. If you scratch this with a pebble or a rock, it will scratch. If you try to scratch it with change in your pocket, it's not going to do anything. Same thing with a knife. Knife is metal. Metal does not scratch glass, just as a heads up. So touch sensitivity, fantastic. Case friendliness, fantastic. As well as the fingerprint reader right here, fantastic. It's going to be the only tempered glass screen protector you will be able to use on the Galaxy S10 series. Everything else that you would have to use if you don't get WhiteStone is going to be film or saran wrap. So I hope that you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, please give this thing a huge thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit on subscribe. You subscribe right over here on the very bottom left-hand side, this little red circle. Hit that. Also, share this video with your friends and family and social media sites. And outside of that, I'll see you guys later.